Hey guys, my name is Annie. I just want to talk to you guys about why I cut my hair, why it's important to be a natural, and my journey. So, it was freshman year when I decided that I wanted to become a natural. And I didn't initially just cut off all my hair because I was afraid, and it was high school. And I felt like everything you did, people were watching you or they were talking about it if you did something, just any little thing. So, I just decided to transition. And I transitioned for about 2 years, all of freshman year, all of sophomore year. And I just kept doing braid outs, bantu knots, flat twists. And I didn't discover flat twists until my sophomore year of high school. And I absolutely loved it. I loved the curl pattern. But anyway, that's besides the point. So yeah, that's what I did for the first 2 years of high school. And once it got to a pretty good length, I just cut off the rest of the perm. And so my hair was like up to here, and it was just kind of a cute little bob, and I loved it. A lot of people did like it too, and I guess it doesn't really matter if they liked it or not. I liked it. So yeah, I didn't really have a problem cutting my hair. I don't think I ever had a problem with cutting my hair because hair grows back, and just because I like short hair on me, I think it looks good on me. And I think that's what's the most important thing about being a natural, having confidence in yourself. Because if you don't have confidence in yourself, it's really hard to take that big step and just cut all your hair off. And you don't necessarily have to cut your hair off to be a natural, but it does help a lot. And it does help you get a fresh start. It helps you get everything going without having to deal with heat damage, without having to deal with perm and transitioning, because transitioning really did suck because it was annoying to having to deal with two different hair textures, half of your hair being really thick and curly and maintaining that while having really stringy hair at the bottom and trying to make it match with your thick hair, and it was really hard. And I just like that I cut my hair off now and I don't have to really deal with that anymore. And so, I mean, I didn't have to deal with it after I cut the rest of the perm off, but still I had some heat damage. So it was really irritating to see that half of my hair would curl up and the other half would just look stringy, and I just didn't like that kind of look. So I cut my hair off recently in January, so it's been about 5 months, and I think it's growing pretty steady. And I do want it to grow a little bit faster, but I'm happy with the way it's growing just because usually my hair grows kind of slow. And so I'm really happy with the way it's growing, and I like the way it looks, the texture, the feel. It's always soft and it's really manageable. And obviously it's manageable, it's because it's so short, but manageable as in it's not really hard to comb or hard to wash or put my hands through. You know how sometimes it's really hard to like get your hair to detangle. So right at this point for me, it's not hard because it's always keeping in that moisture just because it's fresh. There's no heat damage, there's no chemicals, nothing like that. And I'm always doing something so that the moisture stays. And so I really enjoy my hair. My hair is fun to deal with. And I know it's going to be hard once it reaches that awkward stage, but it's all about being a natural. It's all about being confident also. So I'm really confident in myself, and I feel like it's important to do that and to just be you. To If you want to be a natural, just do it, you know? If you want to cut your hair, cut your hair. And I think if you're afraid to do the big chop, just watch my video. I don't think you should be afraid of anything because, like I said, hair grows back, and I know it's really hard to imagine yourself with like short hair, but it's really fun, and you don't have to like wake up in the morning and be like, oh, I have to do my hair today, and then you become lazy and then you just deal with a bun or whatever it is you do with your hair. So it's fun to just wake up, spray your hair with some water, oil it up, and put a little conditioner and go. That's what I do. And so I just like not having to deal with my hair at this point, and I know I'm gonna have to eventually, but it's just nice to have to wake up and you don't really have to do anything to your hair. So that's one of the great things about the big chop. So if you don't like dealing with your hair in the morning, go ahead and do that. So another thing about the big chop is, like I said, no heat damage, no chemicals. You don't have to deal with that. So it's like a fresh start. And I guess the last thing I want to say about the big chop that's great is that it's really liberating. So if you're like I don't know why, but for some reason I feel like when you cut your hair, all your problems go away with it. I know it doesn't really make any sense at first, but I guess for me it was like a new start, not only with my hair, just with my life. So I just feel like I've been more organized. I've been doing things because I want to, not because I have to. So I just feel like the big chop gives you that push, like, oh, I'm just gonna do things just because I want to do it. I want to cut my hair, I'm just gonna do it because it's my hair. You know what I mean? So like, it's just, it's hard to think about doing the big chop because I was a little bit scared at first. I can admit that, but once I did it, it just went. I was happy about it. And it was funny because my sister didn't think I was actually gonna cut my hair. The day I said it, I was like, I'm gonna cut my hair today, and she was like, no, you're not. And I'm like, I am. And so I started cutting my hair, and then my friend Sasha, she just helped me cut the rest off. And then a few days later, I went to the barber and I cut everything off, and he did a great job. And I'm probably gonna put his Instagram down below if anybody wants to go get a haircut from him. But he did a great job, and I was really happy with what he did. And yeah, it was really great. And so I just wanted to tell you guys, big chop isn't that scary. So if you need words of encouragement, this is your words of encouragement. These are your words of encouragement. So just go ahead and do it, because if you want to, you go ahead and do it, and don't second guess yourself, because then you're just never gonna do it. Because I feel like that's how it was for me in high school. I kept saying I was gonna cut my hair, and it never happened because I was always so scared that about what people were gonna think about me. And you really shouldn't care about what people think about you, only what you think about yourself, unless it's something, something you do need to hear about yourself. But when it comes to what you look like, you really shouldn't care what people think about you, because if that's what you want to do with your life, that's what you want to do with your hair, you should go ahead and do it, because it is your life, it is your hair. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's about the big chop, why I did it, and why it's so important. And yeah, that's my hair journey pretty much. I didn't really have like this whole big story. It's just pretty much me wanting to do something great with my hair, something interesting for me to do, and I love it. I love my hair. I really do. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys do find it encouraging to cut your hair. So I'm probably going to post a video next week about my wash routine and what I do to maintain moisture, how I clean my hair without damaging it, because I know some of the shampoos have like parabens or sulfates, and I'm just going to tell you guys what I use to wash my hair, what I do and don't do, and what kinds of oils I use after I wash my hair, so on and so forth. So just stay tuned, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.